All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please like, share, and comment.
In 2021, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, was abducted by Nigerian security forces in Nairobi, Kenya. Since his detention, he has been subjected to torture and many other unpleasantries. A United Nations Rights Council report released a damning assessment of Nigeria's government's treatment and called for his immediate release. My right honourable friend from Camberwell and Peckham has worked tirelessly on behalf of Mr Kanu and is urging the Foreign Secretary to do more to secure his release. Nigeria is a Commonwealth nation that receives tens of millions in UK aid. It is one of the biggest benefactors of aid. Part of this aid support must be a commitment to human rights and upholding the right to fair trials. Mr Kanu must be given access to a fair and due process. A British citizen travelling on the British passport should not be kidnapped in a third country and dragged to a Nigerian prison. The government needs to get much tougher.
Not once or twice, the United Kingdom have actually spoken about Nnamdi Kanu. But like I always say, and like I always accuse the United Kingdom of being accomplice to the continuous detention of Nnamdi Kanu. They are part of it because definitely they are working with the zoo government, that is the Nigerian government, to continue to keep Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody. Now, IPOB have come out to drop a very important information exposing the United Kingdom government once again, because this whole issue and shenanigan happening in court and the way we continue to see all kind of illegality on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu is something that is even becoming too alarming and annoying at the same time. And that is why if we do not continue to hold United Kingdom accountable for the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu, then the right thing will not be done, because it's as if the whole world is quiet. And they are quiet because the United Kingdom, being UK, is a powerful country. They are world power. So apart from the United States that have actually said one or two things, then the United Nations, the UN, that lip talked or gave an advice based on lip talk and eye service to the Nigerian government. Because why will I say they lip talked about Nnamdi Kanu's release? Because you claimed you gave an order to a third world country, that is Nigeria, and they disobeyed your order, and yet you've been quiet about it. You've not sanctioned them. You've not done anything about it, since you gave an order. It shows that world powers, the world, and these international organizations are working against African heroes. We've seen it over and over again in the world. They are trying to silence the heroes of Africa and those who have continued to speak, the truth and reality, against the injustices being meted against both Biafrans and Africa as a whole. Now, without wasting any time, let us go straight up to the news in detail, because a lot has to be said and clarified on this issue. The news reads: the indigenous people of Biafra, in a statement by his spokesperson and media and publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, titled United Kingdom Complicity in Nigeria's Illegal Rendition and Detention of British Citizen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a judicial and moral indictment, decried the continued silence and what it called apparent complicity of United Kingdom government in the face of the violation of Kanu's rights. We all know this. We know the violation. We know how silent the United Kingdom have actually been in the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. But the big question is, and that is why I would like you to even go to the comment section and answer, because it's as if Biafrans are even being quiet about it. Why do you think that the United Kingdom are quiet about the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu? Please join us on the comment section by giving us a reply to this important question. But let us still continue with the words of the indigenous people of Biafra, as Emma Powerful made it clear. We continue with the news. The pro-Biafran group, which described Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's rendition as flagrant breach of Section 15 of Nigerian's Extradition Act, Article 12.4 of the African Charter on Human Rights and People's Rights, and Article 7, 9, and 14 of the ICCPR, to which both Nigeria and the UK are state parties. The indigenous people of Biafran statements reads: the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB decries the continuous silence and apparent complicity in the face of Nigerians' gross and well-documented violation of international law, domestic law, and judicial precedent against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen and a freedom advocate. Emma Powerful went further to say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted in Kenya, as we all know, in June 2021 in a state-sponsored criminal act of extraordinary rendition and forcibly returned to Nigeria without any extradition proceedings, a flagrant breach of Section 15 of Nigeria's Extradition Act. Article 12.4 of the African Charter on Human Rights and People's Rights, and Article 9 and 14 of the ICCPR, to which both Nigeria and the United Kingdom are state parties. What makes the United Kingdom silent, especially appalling, is that this is not an abstract diplomatic disagreement, but a matter in which the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention, opinion number 25/2022, unequivocally declared Mazi Nnamdi Kanu detention illegal and ordered his immediate release and compensation. Now, I could remember vividly before I started this talk, I clarified that United Nations actually clarified that Nnamdi Kanu's extraordinary rendition or abduction was an illegal one. But where I am having issue with the United Nations is that it is just beyond you coming out to say this thing was illegal. After your observation and after your order, what did you do? Since 2022, this is 2025. So it is actually 5 years from now, 3 years from now. And yet, you want to tell me that the United Nations do not have the power to do anything against the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu, knowing fully well that it is illegal. Now, it is very simple. It is because a country as United Kingdom that is powerful, that is a world power. I think they are number 2 or number 3. No world power in the world is fully involved in this. The zoo, that is the Nigerian government, is typically a very small country in this kind of issue, and Nigeria can actually be sidelined and dealt with if they go against international law. But because of the people backing them is very strong, and that is the United Nations, because of what they continue to suck from the zoo government. That is their oil, the same oil that Biafrans have, the same oil that they continue to use to hold every Biafran down. That is the oil that the United Kingdom continue to suck and continue to make sure that all this illegality continues. It is appalling, like Emma Powerful said. But the big question I will continue to ask, after all these words, big grammar we continue to speak on daily basis, what have we actually done internationally concerning the release of Nnamdi Kanu? If you ask me, honestly speaking, I will tell you nothing. Let us round up with the news. Let us round up with what Emma Powerful said. Emma Powerful finally went further to clarify that the Kenyan High Court ruled that his abduction on Kenyan soil was unconstitutional and awarded damages for Kenya's complicity. The Nigerian Court of Appeal, October 2022, held that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's extraordinary rendition constituted a fundamental violation of Nigerian's law, effectively nullifying the proceedings against him. The Federal High Court sitting in Umuahia 2022 awarded the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 500 million naira in damages for the same violation. Three judicial forums in Nigeria, Kenya, and the United Nations level have all concluded that Nnamdi Kanu's fundamental rights were trampled upon. But at all these levels of justification and judgment, yet the Zoo government have failed to do the needful. It shows that a country like the United Kingdom is actually part and parcel of the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, in order to summarize this whole thing, one thing I will keep on saying is, until the United Kingdom comes clean, until other international communities and international bodies come and hold the United Kingdom against this act of violation of human rights or human rights violation, if they don't hold them accountable for the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu, nothing will be done. It's as simple as that. We will talk and complain, and at the end, the Zoo government will continue to, have their ways in every act of corruption and illegality on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and nothing will be done about it. It's as simple as that. Now fight we go dey fight, now complain we go dey complain, now church we go dey talk, and at the end, no working go follow am. And if there is no action embedded in this whole church that will continue to rant on social media, my brothers and my sisters, nothing will happen. But the reality is that we on the media sector, we will continue to expose the atrocities of these international bodies. We will continue to speak out the truth. We will continue to speak out the reality, and we will continue to expose the atrocities of the United Kingdom in the current detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's all it be for my mouth. Thank you, my beautiful people, once again for joining us on this wonderful YouTube channel. You know what to do. Make sure you continue to share this video so that the world will continue to hear our voices, and then the world will continue to know the highest level of corruption and the evil and the genocide being committed in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. Thank you once again.